Hello. So today I will talk about ceremonies, shamanism, how the new age crazy people think that they should go and take some drugs and it will help them. How people they make fun. They want to smoke weed, right? So they say, but weed is healthy, right? And we know it from Hitler. When you take a lot of drugs, your you expand your blood and fluid in your body, right? Which make you capable of more. There's a movie called Limitless. It shows this that it goes up, it goes crazy, and then it slowly destroy you, right? Drugs is not the way. Drugs is showing you what you can achieve in spirituality, but it will never bring you very high. So taking the what is it called ayahuasca and stuff, I'm talking about shamanism and rituals and healing events, right? I'm a healer. People around me get healed because I just automatically bless and heal people. But that have been how it have been all my life until this point. And I see there's a lot of workshops, right? And now I want to make fun of it. I want to make fun of it. So yeah, come 1 week, pay €1,000, and then we have a shaman from the rainforest in South America with a lot of ayahuasca, and then you take this and you heal. The next day, you're gonna take secret mushrooms, which is gonna expand your consciousness. And we are making all kind of ceremonies like boom, 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 so you will get a full body upgrade and you will be totally awake after this ceremony. We are gonna just bombard you with all those chemicals that will fix you, right? That's how people are speaking about this. It's all about confidence. I've been to a lot of spiritual people and rituals, and the core of everything is the pureness of the person who's making the ritual, how connected the person is with the environment, with the devas, with the spirit, and with themselves, and how much they are in integrity, right? So why not make even more fun of it? So my ritual, right? First of all, I want to tell you that when you take MDMA, yes, then you feel sensitive, you feel love, you feel you're connected and stuff. This is my natural state. I can just open up for my energy and then I feel like I'm on MDMA every day. Not only that, so let's say we make a MDMA healing shamanic ritual one evening, right? And everyone is like, wow, that was so amazing, yeah. But I can make you feel like that just by you being quiet and saying nothing. But it's not what you want. You don't want to just be quiet. You want to be submissive. You want to believe that someone is over you, more clever than you, and have a nice of words, and you pay a lot, and now you think it have some value, and then you go and take this. There's also this combo. It's so crazy. You can eat all kind of stuff: poison frog, cactus, something from a tree. There's all kind of stuffs, right? And that make you think because it have a reputation of being spiritual, make you think that this is cool. The problem here is that I wouldn't like to invite another shaman, right? Because I'm already more connected. You see, other people, they will have a drug, a list, what to go through, and a ritual. And they will have something to present you, and you would like to pay for this, right? So that means they would categorize you as a client, and they will take you through those steps they have pre-made, and you will pay so you think it have value, and make a nice flyer about the benefit of the treatment that will awaken you, right? But they're not even seeing you as a person. Do you understand? So how can I compete with someone who do marketing and promote scams, basically, when I'm the real deal? Because what I would want, if I would invite you for a secret shamanic retreat, was for you to sit and be quiet, right? And I would see you as an individual. I will see where's your problems, where can you grow, where's your limitations, right? And lead you through the process. I always dreamed about that someone will take me on a shamanic trip where we lie on a blanket, right? And then we astral travel around. But no one could provide this for me. But I can provide this for you, right? So I wouldn't like us to take drugs and become way up there, because already just my energy is like a drug, right? So just for you to be quiet, find yourself, we work with you, and I can provide this energy around you instead of infusing chemicals into you and make you expand and contract, and you may I mean it's a reason that it's illegal, right? Let's make even more fun with this. So let's say now we have some common substances that we are allowed to use. Alcohol, it's legal, right? Tobacco is legal. Coffee is legal, right? Why should we use other stuffs? Like, why should we take alcohol away and take LSD instead, right? Why should we take tobacco away and smoke a lot of weed instead? Why should we take the coffee away and take cocaine or Cambo or Cambodia? What is it called, all this stuff, right? You see, we could make a retreat where we're just going with those normal substances, but now I lose all the spiritual people who want a healthy vegan lifestyle, right? Because they don't want that. They want the Cambo and the what is it called? All this stuff from the rainforest, right? Cut down the rainforest to get you this stuff, so you think you will awaken. So what will happen? What happens when we drink alcohol is that we get a side out of our inner self, right? And it actually have a cleaning effect, like spirit. You can use spirit for cleaning, and it's also called spirit, right? Or we could make a spirit retreat where we're drinking. I know people don't want that, right? But anyway, if we did so, those people who would be drinking, they wouldn't have the same effects of it, right? And those people who never have been drinking would feel this is totally crazy. I've never been so drunk in my life. You actually arrive to a really nice state before the hangover starts, where you feel amazing. And if you're with me, you will be able to remember this state, and then you can meditate you back to the state. You can also do with the cigarettes, it will do something insane with your body too, right? And you can literally, I don't know, some people maybe know the feeling when they've been smoking a lot of joints, but if they smoke a lot of tobacco, they also get a huge kick. First you have the little boo thing, right? And then the next stuff, you smoke so much that you really feel totally weird about it, and then you get a bit sick. That's how it works. And for those who smoke regularly, they will not get a kick out of it. It will just be like everyday thing, right? But for those who never tried it, to use tobacco in a secret way would really bring something to you, a experience, a one-time experience. Tobacco, oh my god. Let's say coffee, right? Those who drink coffee every day, they it wouldn't make a difference for them to drink a can of coffee, right? But if we make a coffee ritual, it's legal. It's not so. It. I mean, try to understand what I'm saying if you can, people, right? If you do meditation with me, right? You find yourself, you raise your energy to the fifth dimension. You are in peace and love and harmony. You clear your mind, you start meditating, you get a little away from the world, you take a 3 weeks retreat, and then in the second week, you just feel you're so good and everything is good, right? Instead of the first day taking some drugs with strangers in the retreat you pay for, right? Then after 2 weeks, out of 3 weeks, for example, we can take a microdose of those drugs or whatever we're talking about, right? And then you will feel that you're going from a stabilized state into a very, very deep state where you can actually experience those benefits that the drug have because you're already in a peaceful state and now you can travel away. Did you know that LSD, if you are in a very peaceful state, the effect would last around 3 days, more than 3 days. And if you take it one time, let's say, and you keep meditating and being silent, you can make this wonderful state you're feeling inside to your permanent state. Of course, if you go back and work in a big factory and stuff, you will adapt back to the old energy, right? But if you are in this peaceful state of mind with people you trust and you are totally secure, and I don't want to use the word grounded because it's totally misleading, but centered, yeah, in peace, out of illusion, not grounded, but just with yourself in integrity, in trust, and feel the others and have good boundaries. It can really bring you something. I really don't want to use those kind of drugs in a ceremony when people are not. I mean, first climb the ladders, find the peace, and then you can use those special things because you only have one opportunity. The first time you use these drugs will give you something very, very special. And then you already have a programmation. Like first time you learn to drive a car, now you drive like this, right? It's the first time of every drugs is so important. So therefore I think it's crazy that you can take your car, pay, have a ceremony of those secret drugs, and go back to your environment. And that's what all of us don't want, right? When we find this peace of mind state, we actually want to just escape the old world and go away, isn't it? Isn't it true? And that's why I'm here basically. That's my point of all of it. But we can make a habit, we can make a fairness, if we make a coffee ceremony, right? Where all those who already misuse the coffee don't get the benefits, and those who never drank coffee before, they will get the effects, right? And then we can compare ourselves and have a fair competition towards the other competition that is around us. The world is one big competition. That's why you want to heal and take all this, right? Because you want to feel better and stuff, but you should find your place in the competition. So yeah, when you say, "Hey, I have a place. I used roofers and slaves to make my place beautiful. Now you can pay €1,000, and we have a shaman coming all the way from the rainforest." It will basically be like we're making an alcohol circle where we are gonna sit in a circle and drink alcohol, and we have someone guiding us, and he have been drinking for the last 30 years. He know a lot about how to drink, right? You understand, those shamans, they are misusing those drugs. They are so, like, for example, not cambo, but the thing from the tree, the slimy substance from the tree, it's so widely available over there in the rainforest that they are, instead of having access to, I don't know, beer or whatever, then they're literally drinking these other substances every week, maybe every day. They're just abusing this drug, right? And now they're abusing lost people or seekers to share their abuse, this thing they abuse. Now they can make money to share it with people who never tried it before and call themselves a shaman, right? They can call themselves a healer. But as I already said, I want to mention this one more time. What is determining everything is how clean and how much in integrity and how much connected this person is with spirit, how deep they are, how sensitive they are. Not all people feel like they are on MDMA and feel connected with the small insects and the plants and the big forest and the deva around the forest and everything in the ocean, right? That not all people feel this. So many people are narcissistic or just lost. They're extrovert, for example. They are just mixed up within people, and they are just a product of their environment. And if they don't have this connection with themselves, their only self, and maybe some few other people, and good family connection and a guru and a nice connection with the earth and the sky and all this and the birds, right? Then they will not be able to stay in their own knowledge, right? And they will not be able to walk inside you and feel what you are feeling and tap into the spirit guides and ask them to help you grow. They're literally just faking to be a shaman. And as I said, I have never seen someone in real life, even though I've been to many spiritual events, someone that was really deeper than me, right? And they always want you to do things. They, for example, give you a guided meditation, but you cannot be sure that there is no poisonous in this guided meditation, that is for the all good, right? So therefore, I'm selling retreats, and basically all you have to do is nothing. And if I tell you to do something, you should do that. And I'm definitely open to make crazy retreats where we do all kind of stuff, no limitations, but only microdosing. Because we don't want you to get permanent damage or psychosis or bad things, right? And we don't want to waste this opportunity of the drug by taking a big dose and then you have an immunity. And uh, what I can do, what I can offer you, if we go into a retreat, it will be 10 times more intense, crazy, high, totally in another dimension. Everything would feel like 10 times more extreme than what you can ever get from anyone else. If you go to a drug party and overdose with drugs, or if you go to 10 shamanic workshops, whatever, I promise you, if you really, really, really want to go deep, I can get you 10 times more deep than what any other retreat can do for you. So this was my attempt to try to make fun of the other retreats, which is so have a nice marketing model and seem to have a lot of value, um, and promote myself a little bit here. Um, I don't feel comfortable using people as clients, right? Because I know we are all one, and especially this connection. Damras is talking about it. So he made a LSD trip for himself and a trip to India, and then he started to earn money by inviting a group of people and made some meditation LSD trip with them. And then he felt like now he had a new family, and all the people they had a big family. And then he had another group, and then he had 100 every time, 10 or 20 people, and then it adds up. Now he had 100. Now he have 200 people who feel like a big family. And then he made a big group from all these people and he wanted to keep hanging out with them because what is actually happening is that we're supposed to live in a community, in a big family, in a tribe, right? And when you go up to this high level, you will mixed together, if no one is taking care of the energy, you will become a part of the other people, and the one having a retreat, if they are authentic, right, they will become a part of the student. So Damras, this teacher, was very very good at the time. He was actually active in this field with his 50 years ago or so. Now we are on a total another level, right? He was amazing at that time. I really wished that someone would have introduced me to him as a kid, right? But he asked his other teacher, "What do I do with this?" And the other teacher was like, "Nothing. It's not your problem, right? And you just have to go on with your life and leave them. They're like your clients. You cannot be a big family with all your clients. You have to be professional, right?" And yeah, so that's something I want to make you aware about. Let's say now you want to come and do a retreat with me, any kind. I mean, I can do everything, everything, all kinds, everything you can imagine, everything I can imagine. And you have to be aware. Are we gonna stay friends? You wanna stay in a client relationship, disciple relationship? Yeah, I said disciple relationship. Or you just want to take your things and move on in life and just guru surfing, right? What do you want? Do we want to stay in a connection, or is it just an experience, right? And it's a hard question to answer because this world is not as it's supposed to be. We are not supposed to have clients, right? Because what does it make each other, right? It's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be family and friends and have a lot of other friends, right? And we are not supposed to feel this loneliness and lostness in between the gatherings and the spirituality things and our relationships with this. We are not into marriage, but we are into different relationships, right? We are not supposed to feel crappy and shitty and depressed, right? So I just want to put some words into this, that it's actually a thing, that we are establishing a connection if we are doing a retreat and meeting in real life, and if we are going high, because maybe you have never been high with someone before. Many people, another topic here, right? Just a last little warning and clarifying thing I want to mention is that many people, they go into trips, right? Because it's just mandatory that young people have to trip somehow. I don't know why. It's horrible, right? And then in the trip, they will elevate when they're taking the same drugs and are in the same room. They will melt together, right? For not to mention if they have sex on drugs, I mean, lost forever, right? No, yeah. And I just want to bring awareness that it is something. And many people freaks out when they have this connection of oneness doing to drug substances, and they can talk about something. And some people, they are so out of their mind that they become a medium, right? You know this from the shamanic tribes where they're drumming and have a fire, right? And some chicken or some old lady get possessed and start to speak in a language she don't even know, and bringing a message to someone from a dead person and stuff, and right, half of your mind and brain don't believe in this and the other half hope it's true, right? But yeah, we are one. And if you're doing this on your own, taking drugs, right, and listening to techno music and stuff, and having a conversation, and then you will hear spirit talk, or you will hear something that was even never said, right, in your crazy trip, right? No one ever meant that, no one ever said that, and the next day you will ask, do you remember you said that? And then they will be like, what are you talking about? And they will not remember anything, and now you think you're crazy, right? That's what we call psychosis, right? When you are sure that you're connected with spirit, and there was some truth and some higher divine connection, and you felt this in the other person, right? But the only reason you felt this in that specific person you were tripping with was because he brought a bag of drugs, right? And you were sharing those drugs. It's not because this person is special to you, but now you think this person is special to you because he said it or she said it, right? And that was something you never felt before, right? I really recommend you that if you want to experiment with life, making your porn YouTube channel, or want to take drugs, or want to go into deep meditation, or find yourself, or connect with nature in a way you never did before, or want to do something that's out of this world normal uh, thing to do, right? That you book um, a time with me, like some 3 weeks retreat, right? What's going to happen if you arrive here to my retreat is that instantly you will feel that you get lifted in energy, right? And I'm in the fifth dimension, understand? Also in the seventh dimension, right? And you come from a stressed trip, right, with the GPS and the cities, and you had to go in the supermarket, and you're all stressed out, or maybe you're a spiritual person, right, but you're still freaked out from traveling in the society, which I'm also why I'm not traveling in the society, right? I have this big peace because I've been much alone just in nature, right? And it will take 3 days for you to arrive into a stabilized point. So that I had, when people decide that they want to spend 2 or 3 days with me, and we lift up, and then they go back to work or something like this, a long time, and they get really some problems, because they're not aware that I lift them into the fifth dimension. Um, I mean, I could also not lift you into the fifth dimension. That means I would have to go down to the third dimension and live in a contracted state of fear with you, right? But it actually takes 3 days. Also, if you go to a rainbow gathering or like in a ashram or something, for you to transform your vibration of your body into this higher vibration, which I call 5D, right? And it also take a little bit time to de-adapt and come back down, right? So think about that. It will take 3 days just to be stabilized in this higher frequency energy that I'm, I'm providing. I'm living it, right? It's just all over around, right? That's what I am because I choose to be this, right? So from those 3 days, now if you want to talk about shamanic things and tripping, so after 3 days, and you will not even feel that your energy is going up, right? What the reason I'm making this video also is because some people, they maybe smoke not just the pre-made cigarettes, right? And they come and they smoke, and it will not take 3 days. They will instantly just fly into this high state of mind, and they think it's because of the smoke, right? And now they think this is the natural energy. And if they don't, if I'm not making people aware that I'm lifting their energy, right, then they think this is my natural state of being. And then there's some earth attachment, right? You have your parents you can attach to, there's your house you're born, there's the forest you used to walk in. You have an energy source because we're supposed to live in a total different way on planet earth, right? So you will attach to my energy source, and then you will try to keep high, and you will never even realize that your energy went up and that your energy went down. That's the problem about doing spiritual light work without getting paid for it, just doing it for free. Then people, they don't understand what's going on with them. That's why I make this video. It's not because I have a lot of fun doing it, right? But at least if you consider 3 days to go into a natural state of energy, and then if you want to experience something for a secondary 4 days, the up trip, and then to keep the trip and make it permanent in your body and be aware of the new things you experience in this trip and meditate to make it a permanent thing that you can suck energy from, or a state you can go into from your inner being, so you're not have to suck energy from it, right? So you have it with you as a gift, right? Instead of an experience of a trip at a party or a shamanic ritual where you're having an experience. I'm gonna make you a permanent gift, right? Which come from your own being, which you can access from your own being or your understanding. It's 10 times better than what anyone else provide you out there. I'm not saying that a nice long vacation in a ashram is a bad thing and that you're not benefiting from it, right? But if you want awakening and not just pleasure and joy and skills to put on your resume, then I'm better for sure, I promise you, right? But 3 days just to declimatize and to raise your vibration, and then 4 days for the trip, and then you just at least want 3 days to come down, right? Then it's already time consuming to do spiritual work, to work on yourself. Thank you very much for watching. I have today been talking about spirituality, shamanic trips, abuse of drugs. I have been talking about how many shamans are fake. They're just not alcoholic, but ayahuasca holics, for example, and they just have a access to this, and very many of the shamans just also see this as a way to provide for themselves, because it's not like they're unfair, or that I should talk down about them, but they use life to live in pleasure and high energy, and the only way they can earn money, right, is to earn money somehow by providing something. If they want to live a free life and be in a high vibration, they cannot go to work every day on a fabric, in a factory, together with zombie people, right? So they have to somehow be a little desperate and do something to earn money, and maybe they think to sell their spirituality is a good idea. But what I already said 2 times, your healer, your teacher, your shaman have an inner energy, right? It's genetical, it's about how they live, it's about how they think, it's their decision, it's their integrity. And their pureness and their connection with everything, with spirit, with themselves, is what determining what capability they have to go inside you and give you the right guidance, instead of just seeing you as a client which they have a program for, and they will lead you through the program, and then you're on your own again, right? That's the problem about buying spirituality. So, and as I said, I promise you, whatever you compete this with, I can do this 10 times better. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to leave a note in the down there in the comment if you are somehow alive and a little interested, so that I can reach out to you if I do something. And you're also very welcome to hit the subscribe button